Welcome to Nightmare Echoes. Listen, scream, and embrace your horror obsession. Today, Margo's here as we cover The Purge. How was the script changed by the studio? What strategies would you use to survive this night? And would you help a stranger in need? Next week on the podcast is The First Omen. But for now, a movie that will make anyone want to go out and buy blue flowers. The Purge. Hello everybody and welcome back to Nightmare Echoes. I'm your host Elazar. I'm joined again by Margo. Margo, how's it going?
Going good.
All right. So today we are covering The Purge, 2013, written and directed by James DeMonaco. Stars Ethan Hawke as James Sandin. He's been in Sinister, The Black Phone, Training Day. He was in Moon Knight. He wasn't Moon Knight.
I mean, he's been in a lot of things.
Yeah, a ton of things.
Yeah.
Right? Lena Headey as Mary Sandin, who I mostly know is from Game of Thrones, but she was also the villain in Dread. That was pretty cool. And I know she was Sarah Connor in the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, I watched that.
And what I haven't seen is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Oh, I saw that. I liked
she was
it.
in that. Yeah?
I thought it was
good?
good. Yeah.
That's cool.
It was fun.
Max Birkenhold plays Charlie. I don't really know him from anything else that I could find.
He was like a kid. I don't know how old he was in this movie.
He was 13 at the time, I think. And then Adelaide Kane played Zoe. I knew from Power Rangers RPM.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I watched that
at all.
way into my adulthood.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I don't know, season 20 maybe? I don't know. Edwin Hodge is the Bloody Stranger. And I know him from As Above, So Below, which is an amazing found footage movie, and The Tomorrow War, which is Chris Pratt in the future.
Oh, yeah. He looks familiar, but I don't think I've actually seen him, but maybe I've seen him in trailers and stuff.
Yeah, could be. And it's a collaboration between Blumhouse and
Platinum Dunes.
Thank you, Margo. All right, so the movie starts out letting us know that it takes place in the future year of 2022.
I know. I laughed at that. I was like, oh.
And unemployment.
It's in the future.
Right?
No.
Yeah, I know, right? And my kids were confused when I was telling them. They're like, Dad, that's not the future. I was like, I know, but it was at the time. And the unemployment in America is at 1%. Crime is at an all-time low.
Are we counting part-time workers? Because I know that when we count unemployment, we count part-time as being employed. Right. Just saying.
We also don't count anybody that hasn't had a job in over 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not trying. I'm like, that's BS. They're unemployed.
How is this number inflated?
Yeah, I don't trust it either. And it says, then violence barely exists with one exception. And then we get a quote that is used later. Blessed by the new founding fathers for letting us purge and cleanse our souls. Blessed be America, a nation reborn. And then we start seeing violence on March 21st, 2017. We see footage of a bunch of people killing each other.
Yeah.
And then we get footage for every year up until 2021.
This like montage was kind of humorous because it's set on the backdrop of like this like calming classical music.
Yes, exactly.
Which I think probably sets a tone for future Purge movies. I haven't seen any of them at this point except for this one, so we'll find out. But it's the like kind of funny aspects are a little bit in the end I don't want to get ahead, but in the end of the movie, but the like ridiculousness of it, this is really the only part that I'm like, what?
Yeah I've definitely seen them all. I got the 5-disc Blu-ray set and I watched them all on one weekend.
Oh, whoa.
Which was a lot. It was a lot of violence, a lot of killing, a lot of hate, and I was like, whoa, I need to cleanse myself from this after this movie marathon that I did. This first one's definitely different from the others. So Ethan Hawke, who plays James Sandin, is on the phone driving. He's talking to one of his clients and he's telling him he got the repair done that he needed. And then he talks to his secretary, Susan, who lets him know that the sales numbers are in and that his division was number one in all of the company. And he keeps saying this line throughout the movie. It's a team job. Everybody should get credit. But I think he's the one that's going to get the big bonus. He's planning to spin, how to spin it, that kind of thing. We see on his dashboard are blue Patistia flowers, which are there, we find out, to show your support for the Purge. So one of his neighbors who's walking a dog You find out that he told him his new upgrade to his security system, which we do find out that he basically sold the whole neighborhood their new security systems for this event called the Purge.
I would, the flowers, are you showing the flowers just to say, like, American Pride, we like the Purge, or is it to say that you're participating in the Purge? That I didn't really get.
I think you're saying you're supporting it.
Okay, because they're not really, I guess they're not really participating.
Yeah, they get into that with their children.
Yeah.
There, he tells Charlie, the Purge serves a purpose.
Yeah.
It really helps this country.
Yeah,
and if we felt like...
Yeah, if we had a murderous rage in our hearts, we'd go ahead and murder people. And he doesn't say that.
Yeah, but basically, and his wife looks at him like, what are you telling our child?
No, he wouldn't.
But she doesn't contradict him in that moment. And then we hear a bunch of news radio talk, which is mirrored in the end again, where we hear the stories on the radio. But this one's about what people plan to do tonight. One person's like, I'm going to lock myself in and hope I'm safe. Where another person is like, I'm going to kill my boss and he has it coming. Which is crazy. Like, well, you're warning your boss if he listens to this channel to run. So, yeah. So we do get the title card that says The Purge. And then more text shows us that it's March 21st, 2022. And it's 62 minutes before the annual Purge. When he walks inside, he calls for his wife, Mary. He comes in saying it's a busy day and everybody's doing their security checks and there's a lot of traffic to get home. She's preparing dinner. Yeah,
I feel like they're really dilly-dallying. And there's only 62 minutes before the Purge starts. They're really, I don't know. When did it start? What did they say? 2016?
2021 was the first. No, that's not right. This is like the 8th annual one. The first footage we see is 2017.
Okay.
I think in the movie The First Purge, they might correct that date by saying that there was an official one.
Okay, let's pretend it's the 17th though. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, 6 years. So it's been 6 years. Do you think by 6 years of this, it would be like old hat then? They'd be like, no big deal. NBD, the Purge is starting.
Right. Maybe, but also there are kind of privileged people, right?
I guess they think they live in a safe neighborhood too.
Right.
Oh, they're mega rich.
Yeah, mega
like
rich.
They live in like a gated community with all these like mansions, and their house is like a mega mansion. It's huge.
And they've just built this new expansion area to their house.
We forgot to mention,
it's about to happen.
Didn't happen yet. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
No, you're good. He gives her the blue flowers, and so she goes outside. And while she's out there planting the flowers...
to mention this.
Go for it.
What the crap is going on with Lena Headey's... What is going on with her hair? Because...
It is weird.
She's wearing... It must be a wig, right?
It could be.
It's got to be, because I can't find the part in her hair. And her hair is naturally dark. I don't understand why she's wearing this like pitch black hair, and it obviously a wig. I don't understand why they did it. The only thing I can think is that whatever she was filming, she had to like have really, really short hair. Maybe
there's a season of Game of Thrones where her head's shaved, but I don't know if that lines up with this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to say because they don't film things when they get released. So maybe that was it. But I'm like, why did they give her that awful wig?
I don't know.
Whatever. It was distracting the whole movie to me. But anyway, okay, let's move on.
Yeah. So she goes outside with the flowers, but first she tells her husband that Zoe's been pouty all day. And we get some backstory here that she's pouty over Ethan's... I'm going to call him Ethan the whole movie.
Whatever, her boyfriend?
Yeah, well, no. So Ethan's the dad, right? But her boyfriend's name is Henry.
Ethan Hawke.
Right? Yeah, Ethan Hawke, right, yeah. So,
I was like, who's Ethan?
Right, I apologize.
got it. So, Ethan Hawke
made a decision that his daughter is too young for Henry, who is 18 at the time, and I looked it up on purgefandom.com. She is supposed to be 15 in this movie.
So I was thinking that the whole movie, because I'm like, he's 18. How is that too old for her? Because I'm like, I thought she was at least 16 or 17. And I'll say that later in they're eating dinner and he asked her about her day and she says she had a calculus test. Right. And I'm like, when you learn calculus in high school, in your senior year, your junior year, right? Unless you're in like an advanced math.
Unless you're in advanced, yeah.
But even then, I think you learn it in junior year.
Right. So she appears to be older than...
So, yeah, I'm like, so she's 16 at the youngest and he's 18, which means they went to high school together. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. The dad's just a stickler for it.
Yeah, I don't know why they made a deal about him being too old for her, quote unquote. I think they should have just said she's not allowed to date or something.
Right. So, interestingly, since we're talking about it, the original script had her be the one that was going to try to kill her father on Purge night. And
oh my God.
company, one of the companies that was putting out said, absolutely not. We're not going to let that fly.
Yeah.
So he had to change the script to include the boyfriend showing up. So the boyfriend did it. And so even watching this with my dad is like, yeah, it just really didn't feel right. Like the boyfriend.
Yeah, but they should have just said she's not allowed to date, and then it would have been a little bit more believable.
Oh, right. You're too young to date. Not he's too old for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it did seem out of character, like why he was killing him.
Yeah.
I didn't even get the impression that he was so crazy in love with her that he had to be with her in this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, which is weird because they're making out and they're getting hot and heavy once the purge starts.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I didn't come here for this. I'm like,
yeah.
You didn't?
Yeah, exactly. I thought the same thing. I'm not a horn dog, but I'm just like, what? But anyway, okay.
Exactly. Okay.
All right, let's get back on track.
Yeah, you're good. So we cut to Zoe's room and they are making out. And
yeah, they were like on the side of the bed, which I thought was a pretty good hiding place.
Yeah.
Because you can't really see them until you're fully in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she tells him that he needs to go because her dad's home and it's pretty soon to lockdown and he needs enough time to get home safely. And but when he goes out to climb down the second story window, we see that there's a neighbor across the street that's carving a machete.
Yeah. He has his whole knife sharpening setup going right in the middle of his yard like we all do, you know?
Yeah. Maybe in this world.
I guess everyone puts their knife sharpening accoutrements in the yard so they can show how much they love the purge. Is that it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So Lena's outside with the flowers, and this is where we first meet Grace, who brings over a plate of cookies for a gift, but she won't let her grab them. And then right then, another couple drive up, Mr. and Mrs. Halverson, and they tell her that the cookies are good. As Lena could tell, Grace is not going to release those cookies because she has something she wants to tell her. And on their way up to the house, she follows her up there. She tells her that the neighborhood is gossiping that we really paid for that renovation on your house because your husband sold us all new security systems. And she makes it seem like they all feel like her husband is taking advantage of them.
Yeah, but she says it in like a passive aggressive way, like, haha.
Yeah, which is weird.
So it's a joke, but it's not really a joke.
Right.
You know, like basically you get the impression that they all resent them.
Yeah, they're jealous of their success, I guess.
I guess.
But they're all in this wealthy, nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't know. And like they didn't have to buy the security system from him. You know what I mean?
They didn't,
like,
yeah.
So
yeah,
I
mean,
cares?
He didn't make the rules. He's just making money doing it.
Profiting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not like they're in like a middle class neighborhood and he has like a mansion. They all have mansions.
They all do, right? Exactly.
So I don't know.
And then when she goes back in the house with the cookies, we get what to me looked like a low budget slasher footage all of a sudden, but really low on the ground, as we find out that there's an RC car driven by Charlie, their son.
Oh yeah,
it's like named Timmy.
It's not really, but it's kind of like a fake jump scare. But it really doesn't because there's something creeping up on the mom, but it's just a little car with like a burned baby on it.
Yeah, exactly. There's got to be a story there. But she tells him to come down for dinner. And she opens the fridge, and you could tell right away, at least I could, when she opens the fridge, that when she's going to close it, something's going to be behind her. So they do a second supposedly jump scare when he's right behind the door when she closes the fridge, smiling. And she's like, dang it, twice in one day? Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I made a note here that they've already said the purge, I don't know how many times. And really, if I had the time, I should go through and count how many times.
You're going to have like a alcohol poisoning drinking game. How often they say the purge.
They got to say it at least 100 times. I don't know.
Yeah, they do say it a lot.
Much, which is hilarious. At dinner, Ethan Hawke is excited to talk about how his day went, but first he is talking about how great the dinner is, and Lena's excited that it's 0 carbs, and he wants to hear about everybody's day, so he asks Zoe to go first, but she doesn't want to. And then she finally says about her calculus test. Charlie's excited about his heart monitor. He has this journal that he measures his heart rate, and he says
which never comes to play.
The heart monitor does.
I guess, but
at the end he uses it.
I guess so. I guess they just had that little scene to
set up,
show that they all have heart monitors on.
Well, no,
like
he takes it off of him and puts it on somebody else.
He has a smartwatch on.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
Right. Well, and then through the movie, as he's getting scared, they focus on it sometimes, like his heart rate's going up.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But then he's excited to talk about how he's number 1 in the company and that he's going to be getting a bonus, which was really great. Then Charlie points out that they only have 5 minutes left in the purge, and so they go and start locking things up. But you're right. They all seem like, oh, just 5 minutes? Like, I would have been locked it up like an hour ago. Once everybody's in the house, let's lock it down now.
Yeah.
There's no, yeah.
I don't understand why they waited to the last second to do it.
So they go into the security room and...
I guess just for dramatic effect.
Yeah, maybe. They go in the security room. We see two neighbors that are walking down the street carrying assault rifles, and they're kind of shocked that they would be purging together because they didn't even think they got along. We see that Ethan Hawke goes to pull a gun out of a gun case, and I wrote that he grabs a snub-nosed Taurus Raging Bull.
Okay.
According to Internet Movie
Sure,
Firearms
whatever.
Database.
Uh-huh.
But the one that looked cool was this shotgun that's called a Mossberg 590 Chainsaw 12 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
But just to show that, hey, we have weapons. We're prepared.
Yeah.
Quote unquote for the purge.
Yeah. Very responsible. They have it in a gun locker with the codes. The kids can't just although later guns are just passed out willy-nilly.
And the kids know the code to the security system and everything.
So I know, but like it can't accidentally get out, you know?
So he puts the code in.
I mean, these kids aren't young. They're old enough to know not to go into the gun locker.
Yeah, I would hope so. So Ethan Hawke puts in the code, and the code is 101382. Oh. And then shutters start covering every window and every door around the whole house. And then the TV comes on to let us know the rules of the purge. 12 hours where nothing is illegal, including murder. Weapons up to class 4.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
But I guess they can't use like drones or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can they only use certain kinds of guns?
I think so. Well, I think they can't use like machine missiles. Guns? They have automatic rifles in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
But I think drones are definitely used in sequels. I think it's like missiles or something. Like
you can't use bombs or whatever.
Right.
You can't bomb a city.
I think so.
Okay. You know what would be funnier?
Yeah.
Not funnier, but more sporting is that you could only use like knives and bats and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be crazy gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It is like when they were doing that montage, they did have a lot of people just beating people with bats. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, interesting. Guess that's how you get your rage out.
Right.
All right.
So then we also get the government officials ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge, which is a little commentary there. Like, you guys go kill yourselves. Us government officials are going to be safe.
Like, you can't assassinate the president or whatever, I guess, during the purge.
Yeah, I think that also includes senators, we find out in another movie.
Okay.
I think something, but yeah. Sure. And then it says all emergency services will be unavailable until this is over.
I mean, I just want to pause and say that if the microphones pick this up, there's yard work going on. So
I don't think it's going to.
Hopefully it won't pick it up. But if you hear that, that's happening. Anyway, I lost my train of thought.
The rules of the purge.
Oh, yeah. So what I was going to say is that it would be a bad night to have like a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bet a lot of people die from the purge just because.
It's possible, yeah.
They don't mention that.
They don't.
But yeah.
Then we hear the siren, which rings 6 times to signify the start, which, just to mention it, when it ends, it rings 7.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that's different, but it does.
I think it does 7 both times because it's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
But it only rang 6 times in the first one.
Huh. I didn't know that. I didn't count them.
Maybe it was an editing mistake.
Oh. I didn't count them at all. I didn't even notice it was 7. I just would, now that you've mentioned it, I would assume that it was 7.
Sure.
Whatever.
Zoe instantly asks if she can go be miserable in her own room, and Ethan Hawke thanks her for being there. This is where Charlie asks why they don't do it, and they said they don't feel the need to, but if they felt like they did, they would. And this is where Lena Headey looks over, shocked at him for saying this to her kid.
Basically, the kid is like, I think he's thinking that it's not right to do the purge.
Yeah.
Which he's correct.
Yeah.
You know, and there's something in the movie they keep harping on, and I'm sure in the future movies. And I know, like, big time spoiler, that it's like they do like a prequel or whatever, and it is basically getting rid of poor people or something, right?
Yeah, and it's all in a predominantly black neighborhood.
Right. But anyway, they're saying that it's getting out all your murderous rage or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I feel like there's been multiple studies that show that like catharsis or whatever does not work. Like letting out your anger, letting out your rage does not make you less rageful. It makes you more angry usually. So it doesn't work at all. But whatever.
Unfortunately, what they're doing is they're getting rid of like the lower class people.
Right. Right. I mean, this is not
fixing the unemployment rate.
They kind of touch on that in this movie, but it's not really like a huge plot point. Right. But I'm sure they make it more of a plot point in the future movies. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just like, this is obviously BS, but whatever. The other thing is, I laugh about the Purge is you see a lot of people murdering, but like, do you think that's mostly what the crimes people would be doing? Like,
yeah, so I had that thought too, and I know others cover this. I mean, like there's, I think, a rape attempt in one of the sequels.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I mean, not fine, but I'm saying, why are people not doing things like stealing from a store? You know, like, look, I'm not saying stealing is right, but if you like steal from Walmart or whatever, Walmart's like a multi-billion-dollar company.
Right.
Again, I'm not advocating for this. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that be a crime that would help you, but like not really hurt people as much? I don't know, but I guess that's not the spirit of the Purge. The spirit of the Purge,
I would think,
is to get out your murdering.
Right. Yeah, because I would think, oh, brand new truck. If I drive it onto my lot, is it now mine? Because I took it during the Purge.
Exactly.
But then you don't have paperwork to support it.
Well, maybe you just go get yourself a new TV or whatever during the Purge.
Purge sale. Maybe.
You make a list of all the things you need to go, quote, buy.
I really need a new stapler.
We just download a lot of illegal movies or whatever. Yeah. I don't support that either. I want to support the making of movies. Yeah, so completely. I'm just saying.
I spend a lot on physical media.
Yeah, you do.
I get it.
You do.
All right, so then Ethan Hawke says that his wife should go relax and that he's got some paperwork to do to make sure he can get that bonus. Mm-hmm. And then we cut to Zoe's room to find out that Henry has snuck back in. It's kind of like a jump scare as he grabs her mouth so she can't scream. I almost covered my own mouth and you'll be able to hear me talk on the podcast. But she's happy to see him, but she's worried that her father will see him and that won't go over well. We see that Ethan Hawke is working on his laptop. We see some news in the background, which is speculating that this purge is really about economy, since poor people not contributing members of society are the ones that are getting killed since they cannot protect themselves. Lena goes to use the treadmill during this time, and Charlie is driving around Timmy. We get back to Zoe.
Did you? You might have already mentioned, but I missed it. That Timmy is the name of the car.
Yeah, the
baby
RC car.
The burned baby car.
Yeah, I think I did, but
just in case.
Yeah. Then, like I said earlier, Zoe and Henry here, now that the doors are closed, he's stuck in the house. It looks like they're getting hot and heavy, but he stops her to say, I'm not here to do this. I'm here to talk to your father.
How romantic.
How romantic, right? We cut back to Charlie for a little bit, who's watching the news, and then we see that Lena has changed clothes after a workout.
Oh, speaking about clothes, the daughter is wearing her like school uniform the entire movie.
Yeah.
Don't you think as soon as you come home you would change into like sweatpants or whatever?
I think so. I don't know if...
I doubt kids are keeping on their school uniform, but I wonder if they kept her in it because she has a short skirt on.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
I don't know how old this. I don't know how old this actress is, but that's pervy movie. If that's true.
I didn't know if the director was like, "Oh no, we need you to wear this schoolgirl outfit because those are seen as attractive." I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you're right. It's possible that's why.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had to wear it. No, I never had to wear a uniform in school, but I think I would immediately get home and change into like sweatpants or leggings or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right. So as Charlie's driving Timmy around, he sees footage of the stranger. Then we're cutting back and forth to everybody.
Yeah, on the video, on the surveillance footage from the yard.
And then Henry is explaining to Zoe that his plan is to go tell her father that she's mature for her age and that age isn't a factor.
That's a
weird line to say, right?
It's not a weird line, but it's a real predator line.
It is.
For like old men to say that about their like underage girlfriends, that they're quote mature.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap how mature they are. Their brains are not fully developed. But I mean, this kid's brain's not fully developed either. That's why I'm like, I don't care that he's 18. Like,
right. It's not if like he's like 30.
Yeah. If he was like 28 or what. Yeah.
Right.
Even like 26 and she's 16. That's creepy.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But 18? Again, they're in school together. Whatever.
Then we see that Ethan Hawke and his wife are talking about how 10 years ago they used to worry about rent and now they're talking about buying a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie runs into the security office and he turns on the audio and we hear the bloody stranger yelling, "Help me."
Yeah, so this is the only black guy in the movie. He's being, well, we don't know this, but he's been like being chased by people and he never gets a name in the movie. Yeah. He just is like injured and he's yelling so somebody to like open the door and help him.
His name's Dante, just so you know.
How do you know that? Is that in a sequel? Yeah. Okay, because I was like, this not right. said.
They name him the Bloody Stranger, and even in the special features, he's like, "Hi, I'm so and so, and I play the Bloody Stranger."
Yeah,
that's the name he's credited as.
Yeah. They don't ever ask his name.
They don't.
Which I don't know if it's commentary or what, but
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, okay. I mean, all the like political commentary of this movie is there, but nothing's really played up that much in this one. Like the fact that Ethan Hawke has made all his money from the Purge. Like you said, he said, "Oh, we barely could make rent before the Purge, and now we're like had this huge mansion, blah 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 blah." So he's profiting off the Purge. So like, of course, they support the Purge. Like it's paying for their lifestyle.
Right.
And the funny thing is, like, I don't think the neighbors are mad at them about that. Like, you guys are like warmongers, basically. No, they just are jealous,
They're
right?
Just jealous that they didn't do it themselves.
Basically,
right, yeah. They couldn't figure out a way to make money off of this.
Yeah.
So then Charlie hears the gunfire, hears him yelling for help. So he goes, puts it in the same code, which makes all the doors and windows go back up. Like it undoes it. So everybody starts running for the security room while Charlie runs to the front door. As it opens up, he's yelling for him to come this way, come this way. Ethan Hawke runs. He pushes the security system code in, so it starts locking again. Charlie's yelling for the Bloody Stranger to run in, run in. He slides in right as the door closes. Ethan Hawke and Lena both show up. He pulls out his gun, ready to defend his family. This is when Henry comes down at the absolute worst time, and he pulls out a IJ-70 9x18 millimeters.
He pulls out a gun.
Oh, I guess you could call it that. I don't know. I like knowing these details. So both Charlie and Lena notice. Lena pushes Ethan Hawke out of the way. Ethan returns fire and hits Henry. Zoe grabs Henry and helps him up the stairs, which is why her father stops firing. Yeah. He's worried that he shot her and asks Charlie where the Bloody Stranger went.
He skedaddled out of the room.
He's like, these white people are killing each other. I'm gone.
I know. I was like, I was wondering, like, if I was him, although you can't really put yourself in these situations, I guess. But I'm like, I would have just, like, stand up my hands up and be like, I just, please don't hurt me. I'm not armed. I just, like.
I came for safety.
Yeah, exactly. But instead he, like, takes a run for it. But also, Ethan Hawke is shooting people, so maybe.
And he already started pulling the gun out right when he saw him.
And he's already been, like, terrorized by people today. So maybe he thinks, oh, no. This is another house of crazy white people wanting to kill me.
So Ethan Hawke is trying to lecture his son, but Lena points out this is not the time because Henry has a gun and the Bloody Stranger is inside their house. Zoe brings Henry back to her room and he's laying on the floor bleeding. We see in the security room that Ethan wants to go find Zoe, but Lena thinks she should go because Henry didn't try to kill her, but Ethan points out that he can't let her out there with the Bloody Stranger in the house because they don't know what he's capable of. Then Ethan Hawke goes out looking for Zoe. He finds Henry and checks his pulse to make sure that he's dead. When he's standing over Henry, we see in the background that the Bloody Stranger's there. It's really blurry. Yeah. And then he walks off before he is noticed.
This is the point to say is I was very confused with the layout of this house the whole movie. I'm like, how are they getting to the rooms that they're getting to? Yeah. You know, like the stranger ran in the opposite direction of the staircase. And then somehow he ends up the stairs. Nobody noticed him into the daughter's room. Like, how did he do that?
I have to think that there's just... Because they've built the house so much, there are just multiple ways to get multiple places.
There's multiple staircases. Well, they don't show multiple staircases, but I guess...
You're right, they don't.
But I guess there could be.
There could be. Also, later on, when people are barging in this house, they're able to get up to second-story windows really easily.
Yes!
Yeah.
Just like, I guess they do have balconies, but still. Yeah.
So then when Lena is asking Charlie if he's okay, she hears Zoe calling out for her. So she goes outside telling him that she'll be right outside, and we see that more people are coming into the monitors, and they're coming in with automatic rifles.
Yeah, they're just walking up to the security camera.
Right. Down the block, they're coming in.
I mean, they see him through the security camera. Yeah.
Right. Lena's trying to comfort Zoe, who she's telling her that Henry's dead. While she's trying to calm her down, Charlie comes and tells his mom.
Yeah, you need to come look at this.
It was like really bad timing because when she tells Charlie she'll come, Zoe runs away saying, "Tell Dad I'm sorry." But since she's already lost one kid, she goes to look at what Charlie's pointing at.
Yeah.
And this is where we see that the people outside have come onto their yard with weapons. Ethan, who is walking around the first floor, hears someone calling out. And he looks through this massive bulletproof peephole, and he hears a woman say, "Hey, Mr. Sandin, are you home?" He goes up to the security room, but Lena stops him before they go in. He tells her that he killed Henry, that she says she knows because she saw Zoe. She tells him that Zoe's fine, but she couldn't convince her to stay with her. And he wants to know what they're going to do because I think at this point he thinks that they've lost their daughter forever. Since he just killed the boy that she's supposedly in love with. Right?
I mean, these kids are going to have major therapy.
Oh, yeah, big time. Right?
For about multiple reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Lena tells him that she doesn't know, but she needs his attention because there's people outside. And they look on the camera. We see a guy with a creepy mask. Who
They're like
walks up and rings the doorbell.
smiley men masks.
Yeah.
Or smiley face masks.
Which someone pointed out.
Like creepy smiley masks.
The polite leader is how it's credited.
I know.
Right?
That's funny. I only know this because I watch everything with subtitles.
Yeah.
Was it like I saw a meme that's like my emotional support hearing subtitles or something? Or my... I don't remember, but like I can't hear it without the subtitles. But yeah, they kept putting on their polite leader, and I'm like, that's funny.
Someone had posted the face of the polite leader next to the face of Nicolas Cage from Long Legs, and they were like the inspiration, which I mean, one looks like the character's actual face, but it looks like
I won't be watching, so I couldn't say.
I liked it a lot.
I couldn't say.
Yeah. The polite leader pulls off the mask and tells them all that they're all well-educated folks who got dressed up to enjoy Purge every year, which is their right. And he knows that the Sandins support the Purge because they can see their blue flowers are displayed. He then says that their neighbors were kind enough to let them know that the bloody stranger, who they refer to as a homeless pig, is in the Sandins' house. And they say that he didn't understand his place when they were trying to kill him and instead killed one of them. Like, oh my gosh.
That's his right as the Purge.
It's his right as the Purge. They should have replied, yeah, that's his right as the Purge.
Yes, that's his right. He's getting his murder out like you are.
And he basically tells them that they have until their provisions arrive to give them the stranger because they will be able to break in their home if they want to, and oh boy, do we want. And he says it could either be us just killing him, or if you wait till that time, we'll have to kill all of you.
Yeah, he's saying it very reasonably. He does take off the mask.
Yeah.
And he does a good job kind of still being creepy.
Right, like, exactly. The smile
he's like
good.
Smiling, like, oh, hello.
I think he was one of the last cast, and they said that he just could deliver that creepiness.
Yeah. He like gives very much serial killer energy.
Yeah, exactly. And he ends the conversation with a toodaloo.
He's using like kind of like hoity-toity language too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dear sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a little bit playing up this theme of rich people preying on poor people. Although we don't know anything about the stranger. For all we know, he could be a millionaire, but whatever. Like he's like, it's a right of the Purge. But basically, he keeps saying that he's like a homeless man who deserves to die. And it's like,
I took him at their word that he was homeless. I mean, I think they went hunting homeless people.
I guess.
Which would be the easiest people to hunt.
Yeah.
Because they have zero protection.
I mean, I don't know.
Right. I mean, what we do know is he's a war veteran.
Okay, so I was going to mention this. So they don't say he's a war veteran, do they?
Just got tags
They
on.
never do.
Yeah.
I just noticed when he's in a chair later, to this part, you can see that he has dog tags on.
Yeah.
But it's not mentioned. Does he ever talk until the very, very end? And also the beginning when he's yelling for help? Oh, I guess he does a little bit to say stay back or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But he doesn't say anything about him. We don't learn anything about him.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's only inferred by the fact that he's wearing dog tags that we think that he's a veteran.
You're right.
Anyway, continue. Anyway, these creepy youths. I wrote in my notes, youths.
So
they're like maybe 20-year-olds. I don't know.
They're credited as freaks.
I know. Yeah.
And you get freaks and female freaks. I don't know why they didn't specify male freaks,
female freaks.
But they just said freaks and female freaks. So then the freaks cut the power and the backup generators come on, which is enough for the security system, but not enough to allow the lights of the house to be lit up. Lena asks Ethan if they could break in, and at first he says he doesn't know, but she keeps asking, like, you sell these, how do you not know? And he says they're not made for worst case scenarios. Like, obviously nothing ever made has ever been impenetrable. They could bomb us or dig under the house and get in that way. They designed to look scary, which is like really good deterrent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for the normal person, it would definitely keep you out.
Yeah.
And if people are just on the hunt for easy kills,
yeah,
unless you're targeting the house,
right,
like they are now, but I think it would definitely keep people out.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like maybe they're making a point that it's kind of a scam. These it's just like for looks, but I think it would really keep people out.
I think it would work.
They have to get like a towing thing out to get in.
Right.
So it's not like they just like bash it down, easy peasy. But anyway.
Yeah, they need those metal spikes that come up to block cars from entering the yard.
Yeah.
So that you couldn't get a towing thing in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I was thinking, like, the whole time, like, why do these people not have a panic room, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in effect, the whole house is a panic room. But, like, then I would probably think you would have another room to hunker down in.
And if they had just hunkered down the whole family, like, hey, we're going into the panic room for 12 hours.
Yeah.
You could bring entertainment or go to sleep. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Then the kid would have never let anybody in he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. No, nothing would have happened.
Yeah.
But no. Oh, well. That would have been a boring movie.
Yeah.
Except for the movie Panic Room. Remember that?
I do remember that.
That's a good movie.
Is Kirsten Stewart in that as a little kid?
She is.
Right.
Yeah. And what's her name? Very famous actress. Whatever. I can't think of her name. Yes, Jodie Foster. Thank you.
I'm trying to remember it. So Ethan Hawke and his wife are both armed and now running around the house looking for the bloody stranger. We get some people that are beating on the walls. They're, as I said, female freaks. They're banging on the walls saying, hey, no one will even miss him when he's gone. Just give him to us. We see Charlie watching the feed, and we see a series of shots outside of the freaks just having fun.
Yeah, they're just having a grand old time.
But it's weird. Like, it's cutting. I don't know if it's trying to show that time is passing.
I think that's it.
Okay, because they're just jumping to different areas.
At first I thought, like, are they messing with the security camera? Like, there's time lapses, but I think this is showing time passing. And
this is where we're reminded of Charlie's heart monitor that is up to 160.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty fast.
Right.
That's pretty dang fast.
Ethan sees the bloody stranger, and he runs after them, but he trips over something in the dark and loses sight of him. Then Charlie gets the idea to use Timmy to lure the bloody stranger into safety. It takes him a while to convince him.
It's funny the way you said that, lure him into safety. I don't know.
I mean, he like had to trick him.
I know, he like let him over there, but I don't know. That is just a funny way of saying it.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So I guess we didn't say it earlier, but when he's driving around Timmy, he likes to hide in this secret compartment in his closet that he seals off with some piece of drywall.
Yeah, so it looks like it's like a wall.
Right.
Oh, and also the car has like night vision too.
Right.
So he can see kind of, around.
And so he gets him over there, and when he's hiding in there, he sees that a lantern is on. Lena is coming around the corner, so he turns off the lantern, but it makes a little bit of noise, so he's worried that she's going to find him. Then we see Ethan is looking around when the polite leader calls him out. He asks him why they haven't delivered the pig to them yet. Why are they protecting him? And Ethan tries to tell them it's been a misunderstanding and they can't find him. It was their son that let him in. And while they're having a polite conversation, one of the male freaks runs up and starts yelling, just give us the homeless pig. The polite leader raises a gun and shoots the guy in the head, killing him. And then the polite leader apologizes. He says he doesn't condone that kind of behavior. And he says to keep in mind that guy was my friend, but you, Mr. Sandin, are not.
I just anytime this kind of thing happens in movies, I think about this in like movies where there's like a real villain or whatever, and they're killing their workers or whatever. Okay, look, if you're like Star Wars, it's a huge corporation, so you're probably scared and you have to work for them no matter what. Okay, fine.
You need the benefits.
Whatever. Yeah, exactly. But in like these kind of cases, I'm like, why would you hang out with a guy who's just going to shoot his friends? I mean, at that point, if I was one of the group, I'd be like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I'm not getting shot.
But if you did that, would he then leave? Or would you try to sneak away without
them? Yeah, exactly. I would be like, choo, 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 choo.
Right.
Like, he's not paying attention to everybody. I would just sneak quietly away. Bye. I didn't sign up for this. Although I wouldn't sign up for killing anyone either.
So he tells them that their time is ending soon because their provisions are on their way. They're almost there. Then we see Charlie still looking around with Timmy, and we get what's supposed to be a jump scare where Zoe jumps in front of the camera. I didn't think it was a jump scare. No. It was weird. But there
wasn't really any effective.
The movie like played the music loud, like you're supposed to be like
all these like scared. Fake jump scares in the movie are played up like they're gonna be scary. I find them to be startling. So,
right.
Anyway.
And
I don't like jump scares.
Yeah. So she tells him that she hopes he's okay and that she'll be fine because she has a gun and she's going to go hide in a secret hiding spot. He's saying no, but he can't talk through the car. So there's no way he can go to stop him. Then we cut.
Oh, she has it. Now she has the gun. They're her boyfriend's gun.
She has Henry's gun. Right.
So now everybody in the house has guns, I guess, except for the stranger and Charlie.
For now, yeah.
Yeah. Wait till later. He's gonna get armed up.
Like 1 minute here.
Here, everybody. Here's a gun for you. Here's a gun for you.
Exactly. So we cut to Ethan, who's walking around shining a light, and now he sees the bloody stranger, which has Henry's original gun because he's now has Zoe in front of him, and he's holding the gun to her head.
Yeah.
Ethan is saying, "Let her go. Don't you dare hurt her." And the bloody stranger's replying back that he needs to put down his gun.
Yeah, there's two people who have no intention of shooting each other.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Right.
I don't know if Ethan Hawke just will not shoot him because he's afraid of hitting his daughter. But, I mean, obviously he doesn't want to shoot him.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, it's like a standoff, and then, like, in a second, you're probably about to get to this. Yeah. Lena Headey is behind them, also with a gun, also has no intention of shooting anybody. So I'm like, come on.
Charlie shows up as well. To cause a distraction, the bloody stranger slams Zoe's head against the wall. The mom runs for Zoe. Ethan tries to chase after the bloody stranger, but he's unsuccessful. Lena cocks the gun, which gives her position away. Dante slams Zoe's head against the wall. Lena goes for her daughter. Charlie goes
Who's Dante?
to Lena.
Oh, the stranger. The stranger.
Oh,
okay, sorry.
Yeah. Dante is the stranger, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So Ethan tackles Dante, and they start fighting on the ground.
Yeah.
When the gun finally goes off, it's Dante who gets hit but isn't killed.
Yeah.
And Ethan grabs a vase to hit him over the head and knock him out.
Yeah. So they got him.
Right. So Ethan's trying to tell his wife to grab some rope, and then they're going to take him outside.
Yeah. Throw him out the door.
I'm not sure why they didn't just drag him. They want to tie him to a chair before taking him outside.
I thought the exact same thing. Because I'm like, you have to drag the chair.
And then the funniest thing is, like, and I see this in real life, where two parents are arguing through their child. So the mom is saying, don't look at this.
Yeah.
Look away. Check on your sister. And Ethan Hawke's like, hey, no.
I need the flashlight.
I need the light, buddy. I need the light. Point the light here. And so they're arguing. And I've seen this in real life. Like, hey, buddy, you need your shirt on before you go out to the field. And the mom's like, I told you to tie your shoes. And so the kid's trying to do both. And then they keep arguing back and forth. And it's so hilarious and sad to see. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, they don't get rope. They get duct tape, which I think is better than rope. Good job.
Okay, yeah. So then we see Zoe slowly waking up.
Who has like a bunch of rope lying around?
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I'd be able to find any rope.
They had it for that boat they were going to buy.
That's true. Well, I sure got some tape.
Yeah. So Dante starts jumping out of the chair, and Ethan jumps to hold him to the floor.
Yeah, so they hadn't bothered with the stupid chair to begin with and just dragged him out and tossed him out. They might have already had him outside by now.
So Ethan convinces Lena to grab a letter opener and stab him inside his wound to make him cooperate.
Yeah.
This freaks Charlie out.
They say, thinking about Purge, Ethan Hawke says his wife's name a million times in this movie. Mary, do it, Mary. Mary, you can do it. Mary, blah, blah, blah. Mary, like 5 million times. So you know how I don't remember anybody's names in movies, but I remember Mary because it's said so many times.
Which is funny because I wrote Lena to help you.
No, I know. You're right.
But either way works.
I definitely know who Lena Headey is, so that's good.
Right.
Or Headey, whatever. We might be saying her name wrong every single time.
Every time. Both ways might be wrong.
We got it. We'll look it up after. Don't correct us.
No, correct us. It'll show comments. And
perfect.
People
correct
watch
us.
the show. Yeah, completely.
Politely correct us.
So Charlie runs away from the situation, and his mom is the first to notice. So while she goes to look for him, Zoe's standing up now. Ethan tries to tell her that everything will be okay, and she says, "Look what we're doing, Dad.
Yeah.
How is everything ever going to be okay again?
Yeah.
Ever." So as we see Lena's looking for Charlie, we see some freaks outside that have brought a big truck and are hooking up chains to the barricades. She goes to tell Ethan, and now he's ready to change his plan. Charlie is excited to hear the new plan, and he comes out to hear it too. Ethan gives his son a gun and asks him to hide in the basement.
Here you go.
His mom's not happy about that.
I already got a gun.
Yeah. She's like, we just gave our son a gun. What are we doing? And this is where he tells him we're going to fight back. So it took him that long to decide.
So basically they're like, okay, we're not going to give these kids a stranger to kill.
Right.
So we'll just have to all defend ourselves.
Yeah.
Now, you know who's not given a gun at this point?
Is the bloody stranger.
The stranger who, again, if he is a veteran, which we think he is because of the dog tags, probably knows how to use a gun. And later, I think he does use a gun effectively. So I'm like, why do you keep him?
Yeah.
If we're all going to fight, why don't you have one extra guy?
It's like, okay, I would totally be like, okay, all right, man, I'm sorry. We've done this. We just realized we're not going to give you up.
We're scared. We were scared for our family. Here, take
Here's
a gun.
Help defend this household.
But maybe,
That's what I showed my dad this for the first time, and he was yelling the whole time, "Give the stranger a gun!"
Yeah,
he was like,
I think leave him. Like I'm like, how much better is it to leave him tied up to this chair,
right,
rather than just throw him out the door,
right?
Like let him at least take the tape off him.
Yeah, so he's luckily resourceful enough to throw the chair over. Yeah. He grabs the letter opener and starts using it.
Yeah, he does get free, but I'm just saying, like...
Well, I agree with you.
It doesn't make sense. Whatever.
I agree with you.
I don't know.
Yeah. So Charlie's hiding in the basement. The freaks have come in. They're coming in all these random rooms. It doesn't make sense that they took off one barricade from the front door, and now the barricade's off of every window.
Yeah, they're just coming in like ants now.
Right.
I don't
all of
understand.
a sudden. Yeah.
I don't understand
they
either.
Skipped where they ripped off every barricade.
Maybe we just don't need to see that. Yeah. Or... Who knows?
It was weird.
Yeah.
So Charlie's in the basement. For some reason, he's holding a flashlight and waving it around, looking at stuff, which is giving away his position.
Yeah.
So a freak comes up and grabs him.
This freak gets in the basement real easy peasy, too.
No problem.
Nobody notices him just getting right into the basement. Yeah. This is also what I thought if I was them. There's only one place I can figure out that there's like one entryway, which is the stairs. Why don't y'all stand at the
top of the
stairs, and then they can only come so fast.
You would think
so. And then gun them down when they come.
But I think we see them coming up through second-story windows.
Well, I know you were right. Yeah. So who knows? But then again, why don't you all go into one room so there's only one?
Yeah.
Like that room with all the security cameras, that doesn't have a window, right?
It doesn't, right.
So you need one entry point that people can get through, and then you just take them out
as they're coming by.
As they come in.
And a lot of the freaks are carrying knives instead of guns.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you all have guns, you're right.
This is not well thought out.
I know, I don't know.
You would think that you would have a purge emergency plan.
Maybe.
But no, they don't. I guess they just feel too safe.
Just before the freak kills Charlie, luckily Ethan Hawke shows up and he shoots him a bunch.
Yeah. Boy, Ethan Hawke is really getting a body count in this movie.
Yeah, my dad was commenting he's wasting too many bullets. He's dead already. I'm like, he was about to kill his son. I would shoot a lot too. Have you ever seen the show Archer? No, you've asked me this before. I didn't really watch it.
Well,
it's the animated thing, right?
It's one of the best TV shows ever. So anyway,
yeah.
But there's a joke in Archer where he's always keeping track of bullets because he's like a spy. But anyway, he's like, you should have kept track of your bullets.
Yeah.
But anyway, at this point I'm like, this is for a little bit, this is turning into like a John Wick style movie where Ethan Hawke's just going through the house killing all these 20-year-olds or whatever.
Yeah. So it's a lot. I kind of want to touch on some points in all this killing. The polite leader's looking through the family photos and the wall, kind of smiling at them, and we see Zoe hiding under the bed, and one of the male freaks is there. He's almost going to find her, but when the polite leader comes in, and says that he wants Mrs. Sandin saved for him. And the way he says it just really seems creepy. Like he's not hoping for murder there.
Maybe.
We get a small scare as Lena's walking through, and we see that a freak is coming through the window, and she doesn't see him. And then he keeps following her throughout the house, like creepily behind her, but obviously way in the open. But she just never looks behind her.
Yeah, they're not really being secretive.
Not at all. We get this massive fight scene between two freaks and Ethan Hawke. He shoots, and one jumps left and right, so he misses both of them. And then he's having to fight both. One who's coming at him with an axe and one who also has a gun. And he ends up knocking a guy down with a billiard ball, shooting the female freak, and eventually chopping the axe into the back of the other guy. But it's a long fight.
Yeah.
And they destroy all this fun stuff. Like the billiard
their whole game
table,
room. Yeah.
the pinball machine. It's all just destroyed. So sad.
Yeah. I guess they're rich, they don't care.
All right, so then out of nowhere, right after he finishes his fight, the polite leader comes around the corner and just stabs him in the gut. And then he asks Ethan if the stranger's life was really worth his family, then thanks him for an unforgettable purge. He kisses him on the forehead
he gives him
before pulling out the knife.
A little kiss.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cute.
All right. As he rolls over in pain, the movie gets really quiet, and we cut to
like on his forehead, like you would give like a child.
Yeah.
Is that like a mwah?
Yeah.
Good night.
He's probably like, I got to kiss Ethan Hawke in a movie. Yeah. So he rolls over in pain, and the movie gets really quiet, and we cut to Charlie, who's in the security room watching the footage. He sees new people joining the event, and they start to take out freaks outside. And then we notice this is Grace with her husband.
Yeah, it's like the neighbors.
And the Haver, what did we call them?
I don't remember.
Yeah, the ones that come up and talked about how great the cookies were.
I was going to say Haversham. Is that the...
Haverson.
No, I think that's the name of the Great Expectations, the crazy woman.
I wrote down Haverson.
I know, but Haversham, I think that's great. But I might be making that up too. I don't know.
Okay, you're good.
But anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, all their neighbors come through and start killing everybody, all the freaks.
Yeah.
They'll start thanking them for saving them, and the neighbors are like, "Oh, don't thank us too fast."
I think has Ethan Hawke real died by now?
Yeah, they put the.
He's like bleeding out. You think maybe he's gonna make it, but his whole family gathers around him, and the kid puts on the heart monitor,
and it fades to 0. So we know.
Oh,
right.
Poor Ethan Hawke is dead.
Yeah. So Lena's in shock. She snaps out of it when she finds Ethan Hawke on the ground. And then Charlie, who joins them. But then the polite leaders thanking them for their sacrifice, saying blessed be America.
Oh, he hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And he loads the next round in his shotgun and then shot multiple times by Zoe, who finally is ready to be a badass in this movie. It's like the only time she's ever...
Well... I don't think I'd be ready to be a badass at any point in the
You're
scene.
right. Yeah.
I'd be hiding. I don't understand why nobody tries to hide in like cabinets. I guess you can't fit. But nobody's in all these movies, nobody's like doing a good job looking. You know what I mean? They're
not wrong.
Just walking casually through houses. I'd be like, she does hide under the bed at some point, but I'm just like, I'd be trying to find like a cabinet I can hide in. I don't know, something.
Right.
She could have gone back into the closet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So after she shoots the polite leader, she runs to her father who is dying and puts down the gun. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, you got to
put down the gun for?
Just throw the gun across the room.
I don't need this anymore.
Here. Right. Hey, anybody want free gun? Here.
So then 5 of their neighbors walk out who said they saw they were having trouble and decided to help. Lena starts to thank him, and Grace tells them they only saved them so they could be the ones that kill them. And even though Ethan's died, the rest of them will have to do. So...
like the kids.
I know.
I was thinking that. The kids. Like, I understand... No, I mean, I don't understand it, but like for plot purposes, I understand wanting to kill Lena Headey, but
so so Grace, who's really the only one that's talking much during this, is saying that they made all this money off of them and they threw it in their faces and they saw an opportunity to cleanse themselves of their hatred, so they came over to do it. And they get them all in the middle, and Grace is like, I'll go first, then we can all take turns killing them. This is where Timmy drives by, who's the little RC car, which distracts everybody, and the bloody stranger, a.k.a. Dante, comes over, knocks Grace's husband onto the floor, then grabs Grace to use her shield and blows away Mr. Callie, He was the one walking his dog earlier in the movie. He instructs the neighbors to drop all their weapons, untie the family.
Yeah, he seems to be the one who knows how to use a gun in this movie.
Right. So he tells Lena it's her call, and Grace gets really excited to die. And
Ethan Hawke seemed to know how to use his gun.
Yeah.
He probably trained on how to use it.
So Lena Henley decides that they don't need to be any more killing tonight, and Grace is like, no, come on, just kill us now. And the husband's looking at her like, are you sure? Like, why? Like, why you have to die? But they don't say anything. The other neighbors don't say anything.
Well, they don't want to be killed. They're like, no, that's fine.
So Zoe jumps in here saying, are you sure, Mom? Because they were about to kill us. And she says, we're going to play out this night in motherfucking peace. Then we cut to them sitting at the dinner table.
This is a great scene.
Yeah.
So I'll have to awkwardly sit around the dining room table and wait.
It's 2 minutes left. It's daylight outside. The bloody stranger has a gun pointed at them, and Lena has her hand over the shotgun. Lena then asks Mr. Halverson if he enjoyed Grace's party, and he mumbles, go fuck yourself. And then she says she can't hear him, and then he says it was very nice. Grace is waiting for the moment of distraction when Lena looks over her kids who are crying over their dead father. She grabs a shotgun, but she's not able to get it out of Lena's hands, who smashes it against her nose, grabs her head, slams it into the table, and her nose is shattered.
Yeah. Blood is spurting out.
And the whole time, like, the bloody stranger isn't sure if he's supposed to shoot or not. But
yeah, this is funny because this movie is like a kind of realistic violence. Like, it's not super gory or anything.
Right.
And this is the most blood, I think, in the whole movie.
Sure, yeah.
It's their blood streaming from her face, from her nose getting broken.
Yeah, and then she's like, I said no more killing tonight. Is that so hard to understand? And then the siren rings 7 times. Grace tells them to get the hell out of their house, and they all walk away without saying a word.
So this is where a comedic element of the Purge can come in, because there's these neighbors trying to kill each other, and then they just, the Purge is over. All right, bye. Have a nice day.
Which is, like, who's gonna? Let's say they picked up a gun and shot everybody. Are they really? Is someone really gonna be like, oh no, that happened at 7:01?
Yeah,
we're gonna arrest you now.
I don't know. But I guess, I don't know what to say about that. But you'd have to move out of the neighborhood, I think.
That's, exactly, right? Because now all your neighbors hate you.
Yeah.
They're all going to come after you the next year.
Okay.
Plus, her husband's dead. I'm sure they could sell the house and be fine.
Oh, yeah. She probably has life insurance, too.
Right,
Like, I'm sure they're fine, yeah. Money-wise, not psychologically.
Not psychologically.
Psychologically,
you're not wrong there.
They're not.
So the bloody stranger puts down the gun because he no longer needs it. And Grace asks for him to wait, asks if he'll be okay, and he says he will. And then she tells him good luck, and he exits the house and the movie. Charlie is watching him walk away, and Zoe and Lena join him. And then they hear a lot of emergency vehicles deployed, and then we get radio stations playing different conversations about the night. One saying that this has been the most successful purge yet. Another one saying that emergency rooms are turning people away.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh man, the day after the purge, EMS must be insane. I was totally thinking too, like, if I still worked in the hospital, like, I would be like, it would be like worse than like the day after major holidays now.
Yeah.
Ugh. Because
because
nobody's coming in, right, the whole night.
Yeah.
Although the night of, wow, it'd be great to work night shift that night.
That's what I was thinking, though. But I wonder if, like, they would protect you as long as you agreed to stay and work the next day. Like, if you could be safe in the hospital because they're going to lock it down.
To get you to come in, you mean?
Yeah, it's a benefit of working the day after.
You get free protection.
You get free protection the day
before.
That's
true. That's the way you could
something
get.
Our hospital would do.
I'm like, I guess.
Right. Yeah, so. Then we get other reports that security system sales are way up. Then we have a woman that says 364 long days until the next purge. So let's talk about it. What's fresh in our mind? And then a guy comes on saying that he had 2 sons and they were both killed this night, and he's no longer a proud American because America has taken everything away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the movie. Do you know what inspired this movie?
No. What?
So James DeMonico and his wife were driving when they had a road rage incident where this guy was like coming after them while driving.
Yikes.
And after it was all over, his wife turned to him and said, wouldn't it be great if we could have one a year? And she meant like one kill where you can just kill one person a year and get away with it.
Oh, whoa.
And
I thought she mean one road rage.
No, she meant one murder a year.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Right. And he said it was just like a really dark thought in an intense time, but he thought that would make an interesting movie.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can't say that I'd ever want to kill somebody. It's not the law that's keeping me from killing people. I really want to kill, but it's legal. It's illegal, so I guess not.
Right.
Whatever.
It's the morals.
I don't know.
All right. Well, what did you think of it, Margo?
So I liked it. I think that it's like the beginning of a concept. It's not a fully fleshed out concept yet, and I know there's multiple Purge movies, so they'll probably flesh out these concepts more.
Right.
But like the political commentary isn't quite there yet. The absurdity of it isn't quite there yet. Like you see a little bit of it again with the neighbors that you're like, okay, now what?
Yeah. Right. And I think a lot of people's feedback that the studio heard, at least, was that, hey, you made this crazy bonkers world, and we didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
And so
it's like this one family
movie is set in that world. There's at least one character that wants to be out in this world, and a couple that don't.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's also like, it does make you think a lot. What would you do if this happened? I'm like, why are these rich people not going out of the country?
Yeah.
I guess they feel safe in their neighborhood. Like, and again, this is not outright stated, but it's pretty clear that it's poor people really that have to worry about it, not the rich people.
Right.
So, which I guess is like a commentary on everything in America, right? Like that poor people suffer more from everything. But it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, this is nuts. I'm just like, I guess you can't say no to anything. Who knows? Maybe it would happen. But I'm just like, I can't imagine people would be supporting this.
Yeah, I know.
But, there's a lot of things I don't think people would support, and they do. So,
Yeah.
But, yeah, I liked it. Ethan Hawke was a 90s hunk, and he's, like, interesting looking. He's not, like, classically handsome, but I still think he's pretty handsome in this movie. I just thought that had to be said,
Yeah, no, I get it. Have you seen The Black Phone?
No. You've told me. I think you told me the entire plot of that one, though.
Okay, it's really good.
It sounds good.
I think it's worth a watch.
Yeah,
I think him in that. What I haven't seen yet is Sinister, and it's definitely on a list.
He's like a priest in that. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
No. Maybe I'm thinking of an actual like drama that he's a priest. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Whatever.
All right. Well, thank you, Margo, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you, audience, for listening. We have new episodes every Monday. If you like what you hear, please give us a rating on your podcast listener of choice. Even if you didn't like it, please give us 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars. Do your duty. Do your duty as American.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's so
awesome.
Yeah, I really need to take my advice. I'll just give 5-star reviews on random podcasts.
Yeah, right. Awesome.
They deserve it.
All right. Hopefully we will see you, or you get to hear us next Monday. Bye.
Bye. The patriarchy. The default is man, is male.
Oh, I should write that down. I'm just kidding. I'll shut up. All right. And